I've been in this position before. It's not a position I like to be in. I hate having my back against the wall. I hate having no outs left. But on another day where Amazon gets continuously beaten down for no good reason, I figured I got to go all in. So that's exactly what I did. We went all in and we sold a ton of put credit spreads on Amazon. We have the 32.95s, more 32.95s. We have some 32.50s. These ones are from a while ago. 32.75s, 32.75s, 3200s, a couple other ones as well for 2 weeks out, 32.50s and 32.40s. So in total, we are risking $8,500. And in total premium, we got $2,011. So a decent amount of money we've got. Obviously, a lot of risk involved. 32.95 is not much protection. I wrote this a while ago when it was up a lot higher, not thinking it would go down, but we were actually up somehow on this one, and I'm not sure how. I think Theta is kind of doing its trick. But we only have 15, 20 points of protection on that. But this one's a big one because I'm risking 1,500 on this one alone. As you guys can clearly see, you know how much you're risking because of the difference. So 32.95, 32.80, that's a 1,500 difference right there. So that's how much I'm risking. But we're already up on that. Hopefully Amazon will start to run. We try to get the bottom on some of these. Obviously, we can't predict every single one correct. I was not expecting it to go down even farther today, but we just have a ton of these positions opened up, and as you can clearly see, we only have 2,000 buying power left because we just have so much in Amazon right now. We're just hoping for a recovery. I mean, we just had some of the best earnings anyone could have ever imagined, and if we look at the chart for Amazon, it just gets absolutely beaten down. With the whole Bezos news leaving, and it's stupid because he's not actually leaving the company; he's just stepping down. But there's a lot of scared people in the market who, the second something bad happens, they just panic sell everything, and that's exactly what we saw. Just a bunch of cowards just panic selling, and that's why the stock tumbled over 2% from where it was. But I'm expecting a big rebound. I mean, we just had, like I said, some of the most incredible earnings ever. So we're risking about 15,500 in total on these options. We're already up a decent amount because of that Leaps call. Obviously, it's basically coming off from the Leaps call, but the Leaps call did take a big hit today. It's down a significant amount. If we go ahead and look at it, that Leaps call is down over $2,500 alone today, which sucks. I mean, you hate to see 30% of your gains in that call gone in one day, especially when the entire market was rallying and this thing just gets sold off. It's a very heavily manipulated stock, and that's one of the risks of owning Amazon. It's such a high strike share price that it's very easily manipulated, and that's exactly what's been happening for the past 8 months in Amazon. We go ahead and look at Amazon's chart for the past 8 months. You get a really good sense of what they do with this stock, and it's called holding. They'll just hold it here. You look at July 10th, they just hold this thing here for 8 straight months, not letting it move at all. And like I said, that's the risk of having a stock with such a high strike price or share price. And that's why people hate it. People do not want to invest in Amazon because it's such a high share price. We were hoping management would do good by the company and actually split the stock. They didn't. They instead screwed the shareholders again. So obviously, I hate the management right now. I think it's terrible that they refuse to split this company. And obviously, that's why the stock has not run at all. And it's why it's lagged behind every single other entity in the NASDAQ, especially even just the indexes itself. I mean, if we look at the NASDAQ, we look at it for the past couple months. We go back to, July, like we said, July 10th, right about here, right here. It's up 31%, whereas Amazon is up 3%. So over 10 times as much gains in that than Amazon has. And, you look at other big companies like Apple as well, just up huge amounts since July. And that's just the type of stuff that happens. I mean, we look at it July 10th, right about here. Where's Apple at? Well, Apple is up 41%. So it's just lagged behind so much of the market despite posting, insanely good earnings quarter after quarter after quarter. And yet what happens if the stock continues to get beat down? And that's a sign for me, you got to jump into it. Look at this. NASDAQ up 0.56% today. What is the stock doing? It's down 1.1%. It's extremely heavily manipulated stock. And that's why you have to be careful. But at the same time, this thing is going to run soon. They cannot hold it down forever. They've been holding it down for a very, very long time. But there's only so much that you can actually do, and I think that eventually this thing is going to pop, and that's why we have so much money on the line for it. I think it's going to pop pretty soon. I mean, like I said, it's just sat in that channel for so dang long. Just sat there doing absolutely nothing at all. So I'm expecting a big pop soon, especially with this earnings and all that stuff, all the great news that's coming out about it. And, we'll just have to see. Obviously, like I said, extremely heavily manipulated right now, and it's extremely frustrated. I'm obviously very pissed off about all this. It sucks owning a company that does this when you love the company but absolutely hate the stock. And that's exactly what's happened. I think Amazon's the greatest company in the world, but I mean, its stock price is absolutely disgusting the way it trades. But hopefully soon it will something good will happen. Right now, it's just getting beat down. My account's getting beat down. It's a terrible week, but I think it's going to pay off pretty soon. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Hope you guys are doing great today, and let me know what plays you're making. And yeah, hopefully it works out.